And now to a developing story out of the United States. Donald Trump may finally be forced into his day in court. New York Attorney General Letitia James has filed fraud charges against the former president and 3 of his children after a 3-year investigation. The charges accuse the family of artificially altering the value of property assets in order to reap financial gain. With more on this developing story, let's cross live and speak to Arise U.S. correspondent Eric Ham, who joins us from Washington. Good to see you, Eric. So Donald Trump and 3 of his children hit by a fraud lawsuit relating to that New York investigation into the family business. Tell us more.
Yeah, that's right, Charles. The New York Attorney General Letitia James, she teased this major announcement yesterday that she would be announcing something. And then, of course, she delayed it for an hour while President Biden was speaking in New York at the UN General Assembly. And Charles, this was a sweeping lawsuit that she is now bringing against Donald Trump as well as his adult children, which could very well not only cripple the Trump organization, but also financially ruin it and potentially put it out of business. She is asking for a settlement of about $250 million, and that is just a base. In addition to that, she is asking for Donald Trump, Alan Weisselberg, the recently convicted CFO of the company, as well as Donald Trump's children, do not serve on the board of any companies based out of New York State. In addition to that, she is asking for independent reviewers to come in and serve on the board of the Trump organization, and that the Trump organization not be allowed to be involved in any financial or real estate transactions over the next 5 years. So a very sweeping indictment from the New York Attorney General. And in addition to these claims, she has also made clear that she is making referrals to key agencies, including the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, which she announced during her press conference that she has been working closely with. In addition to that, she is also filing criminal referrals to the Southern District of New York for the Department of Justice, as well as the IRS, the premium tax agency for the federal government. So sweeping charges today from the Attorney General on Donald Trump and his organization. And very quickly, Charles, I'll add, these claims, this sweeping indictment comes amid, of course, this years-long investigation that the Attorney General has had into the Trump organization. And we're also told from our sources inside the New York Attorney General's office that she had rebuffed several settlement offers by Donald Trump and the Trump organization to actually settle this case. And now it appears that she is prepared to go to court. In fact, she's prepared to actually attempt to try to put the company out of business.
And Eric, we know, of course, that the Trump organization has previously denied any wrongdoing, but has there been any reaction from them to this latest development?
Sure. We've already heard from the former president, Donald Trump, as well as his son, Donald Trump Jr., both claiming that this is a witch hunt and a political move by the Attorney General to try to damage the former president. Of course, we know that he is looking to make an announcement that he will be running for president soon after the midterm elections, which are about 45 days away from now. And so clearly what we're seeing is they are pushing back. But still, Charles, this was a nearly 280-page sweeping lawsuit by the New York Attorney General that she has provided to all of us. And it goes into very comprehensive detail about the decades-long efforts by former President Donald Trump, his adult children, and the company to try to diminish their tax liability, as well as to overstate the value of a number of their properties.
So, Eric, what happens next? I mean, what sort of time frame are we looking at for this fraud case to run its course?
Well, yeah, this was a question that was posed directly to the Attorney General at the press conference today. And she said that this case will all be determined by what the judge determines in terms of the rulings and when, of course, this will take place in court. Now, already we know that Letitia James has already deposed the former President Donald Trump as well as his adult children. Remember, former President Donald Trump pled the Fifth Amendment, the right to not incriminate himself, at least 140 times during that deposition. And when pointedly asked if, in fact, he attempted to try to change any of his financials while he was president, he refused to answer the question. So only time will tell, Charles, when, in fact, this case will go to court, if at all it will. Many of my legal experts that I have been speaking to said that the president will not want to go to court because this, of course, only emboldens those potential criminal charges against him if in case this does go to trial.
Eric, thank you very much indeed for that update. Eric Ham, Arise US correspondent, talking to me there from Washington.